What's up, guys? It's me, Yoda's brother, Yogurt. That's right. And we are here at the 420 podcast talking about aliens. What do we know about aliens? What do we know about aliens? Everything. We are talking the first alien sighting, the first UFO sighting reported on Mount Rainier, guys, 1947. We got a whole bunch of stuff. It's a surprise. It's me, guys. Surprise. Surprise. We are talking the very first reported UFO sighting, guys. This is off of Mount Rainier. This is 1947. We're going to deep dive. It is Paranormal Tuesday. It looks like it's 7:10, but it's 4:20, guys. We're going to get into all the things. We got a great show. We got the Blinker Challenge coming up, guys. We got new production value for it. We got a whole bunch of stuff. Hopefully you're looking for a good time because you found it. That's right, guys. Load it up. Kick back, relax, because it's almost 4:20. We go live in 2. Let's do this thing.
Because it's time to go with the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. With your host with the most, the man voted most likely to smoke out with a Yeti, Mr. Brian Brown. Mr. Brian Brown. Now sit back and relax, because it's time to go live across the world. Because it's 420 Somewhere.
And boom, we are live. How's everyone doing out there in TV land, internet land? How's everyone doing? Big shout out. She's not on, guys. I shouldn't have just shoved popcorn in my face right before we went on the show. Probably shouldn't have done that. But I want to give a big shout out to Rosie Key, guys. She's having internet issues. I reached out to Rosie Key today. Want to make sure she was A-OK, and she is. Having internet issues. She'll be back on soon. But just want to, Rosie Key, we send you our love and support. All right, guys, welcome to the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. My name is Brian, and we got a hell of a show for you today, guys. We deep dive into Mount Rainier and the very first UFO sighting of all time, guys. That's right. The very first reported sighting. This was a pilot minding his own business, saw something weird, reported it, and man, things happened after that. Started a whole new world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. So we're going to get into that today, guys. We got Lord Alfred Blaze in the house, going to help us wrap our mind around that. And we got down to 420. We got a blinker challenge. We got all the things going, guys. We go live every day, Monday through Friday, counting down to 420. And we have a freaking get into a mess of trouble in the meantime. Yesterday, we had an awesome movie review with The Way Back or something like that. Awesome movie. I recommend it. You guys go check it out. You have a good time. Check out the archives, yesterday's show. Today is Paranormal Tuesday. Tomorrow is Weed Wednesday, guys, and we're going to get into some Temu action. Who's living life like a Temu billionaire? This guy right here. And then Thursday, we got True Crime Thursday, guys. We're going local, where we're going to talk about the Kingman train explosion. That's right, guys. This happened in the late 70s. Yeah, craziness. Like, it knocked down buildings. It broke windows. It did all the things. We're going to deep dive into that. Was it a government cover-up? There's a lot of rumors floating around. We're going to get into that one. And then on Friday, guys, we're getting back to basics. Baked and Unboxed is back. That's right. I took a, hey, Barney, what's up, my brother from another mother? Don't know why I said that. It sounded good. Brother from another mother. So Friday, Baked and Unboxed is back, guys. We're going to talk a lot of things. Oh, man. I actually got something. It's not a mystery box. I'll let you see a little bit. I got something for my daughter for Christmas. She doesn't watch my shows, apparently, so we can unbox it. I'll let you guys see what it is. It is a screen use prop. You guys know how I love my screen use prop. It's from her crush. From I'll go and say it's the Iron Claw movie, guys. This is a screen-worn outfit from the Iron Claw movie. I don't know why I got to do it every time. The Iron Claw movie. From her crush. So I got it for her. I'm just got to sit on it. Sit on it, Brian. I got to sit on it till Christmas. But, man, why not? Why not unbox it for you guys? Got to go out of this house, and these people always fighting out for a walk, maybe. Oh, man, Lonnie, that sucks, brother. That sucks. You get mentioned. You get mentioned today in the main thing. But take care of you, man. Take care of you mentally. If there's anything we can do for you, Lonnie, we get it, man. Hard situations, hard times. We got you, Lonnie. All right, guys, we got about a minute before 420. Hopefully, Lonnie has something to smoke on. It sounds like he needs it. Where's the madman at? Madman. We got to take care of Lonnie, man. If nothing else, breathe good, Lonnie. You're a good guy, man, and you're level-headed enough to where you just leave the house and get out of the situation. You're a good dude, and you got a good head on your shoulders. On that note, guys, what's everyone getting into? I'm getting into a little bowl action here, probably after the show. I loaded it and went to go use it, but I couldn't. But we do got a blinker challenge. We got new production value. Wait till you hear this song, guys. Wait till you hear this song. All right, so I want you guys to blow it up for me. What are you smoking on? What are you drinking on? What are you getting into? What's everyone doing, guys? Because whatever it is, I want you to stop. Breathe in that positivity, guys. It's only Tuesday. Let's shake that shit off of us. We got a whole long week ahead of us. It is 420, guys. Let's breathe in that positivity, exhale that negativity, and let's rock it. Is there anyone out there? Hello? Hello? I'm trapped in your computer. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe button to get me out. Please. What's up, guys? How was your 420? Honey Nut Heroine, how are you doing? Long time no see. Actually, was just thinking about you. How are you doing? How are things going? Are you A-okay? And Chris Zucchini, I got to reach out to Chris, make sure he's okay. I go off for a few days and the family falls apart. No. How was your guys' 420? Mine was good, guys. Mine was good. We got, you know what? We've been doing this blinker challenge. I kind of enjoy it. Chance to get high on the air. Why not, right? We've been doing this blinker challenge. I like it so much that we gave it its own production value, its own theme song, guys. Let me know what you think of the new Blinker Challenge theme song. Here we go.
Got the podcast cranking loud, haze arising. It's 420 somewhere, eyes are blazing. One hand on the wheel, other on a vape. Brian stepping up, can he show his shape? Blinker challenge, lights glowing red, holding breath till you think you're dead. Who's the champ? Who's the king of smoke? Taking drags till your lungs near choke. Blinker challenge, lights glowing red, holding breath till you think you're dead. Who's the champ? Who's the king of smoke? Taking drags till your lungs near choke. Blinker challenge, showdown, who's gonna fall? Brian in the running, he's giving it all. But the clouds raging in the stratosphere. Champion of haze, the smokehouse seer.
Oh, thank God I was muted. I called myself the Brown Man as I was singing. Well, my last name is Brown. I can be the Brown Man, right? Oh man, lucky. What is it? I get lucky sometimes, like just in life, boy. Sometimes I can come out smelling like a rose. Like I could make the worst. Read the chat. You're muted. I'm not muted no more. Am I still muted? There. Yeah, I was gonna say we should be good. Should be good now. All right, guys. So let's do this thing. All right. Here we go, guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, guys. Wow. Hopefully you played along at home. Should be muted now. Ooh, as I'm coughing up a storm. All right, guys. It is officially Paranormal Tuesday, guys. There we go. Got so much production value, I don't know what to do with it. All right, here we go, guys. It is Paranormal Tuesday.
Ghosts in the air, spooky whispers haunt. Tune in tonight where reality's a taunt. Daily Dank bringing truth, freaky bold. Paranormal Tuesday stories untold. 420 hits, let's dive in deep. Conspiracies arise from the secrets we keep. Voices in shadows, minds unwind. Unknown terrors make
Felix is in the house, guys. Felix, how you doing, buddy? We got to figure out what's going on with his account on here, man. We're really up in our game, Lonnie. We got some good songs playing, man. That's right. It's going to be more music and production value than actual show here pretty soon. Yeah, we got to figure out what's going on with Felix. Hey, are you going to Mad Monster, Felix? I think you said yes before. I'd like to meet up with you if you are, man. Working my land today, came across a 3-foot diamondback. Had to give him his last rites. Can't have him around. Yeah, that's dangerous, man. Ooh, that's a big one too. Mojave Martian, you showed up just in time. You could tell us your history story about the first time you visited Mount Rainier. We're talking UFOs, buddy. Actually, I just saw Mojave Martian had a crazy adventure out in the desert today. Boy, he's like a freaking bobcat. He's up there on the fucking mountains. He's climbing around, doing stuff I wouldn't freaking risk, man. I'd like to meet up with you, man, if you want to. Yeah, crazy Matt Workman, man. Mojave Martian, always having a good time, man. You got to adventure, right? You got to adventure. All right, guys, we are talking Mount Rainier back in the 40s, I believe, 47. There was the very first UFO sighting, guys. That's right. A guy in a Cessna, a little plane, was flying over Mount Rainier, and he saw a UFO. He reported it to the air traffic controller, and it's the first documented. Do these rocks sound normal? Oh man, I once came across a 6'6" diamondback named Randy Johnson. I thought he was taller than that. Did you break open the rock? All right, so yeah, so this is the very first reported documented sighting, guys. We're gonna get into it. This is it. This is the one that started it all. We got our boy Lord Alfred Blaze in the house. He's gonna walk us through it, guys. Let's get into this thing.
Hey there, Danksters. Ready for an adventure that's out of this world? And I'm not talking about a joint with Lonnie and Jeremy. You ever look up at the night sky and wonder, what's out there? Yeah, me too. It's a question as old as time itself. It's a big, beautiful universe full of stars, planets, and maybe even aliens? The possibilities are endless, and that's what makes it so fascinating. Now, I'm not saying they're little green men with antennas, but something strange was definitely going on over Mount Rainier back in 1947. People saw things they couldn't explain. Buckle up because we're about to dive headfirst into the mystery of Flight 105. This isn't just any flight. It's a story that has puzzled experts and enthusiasts alike for decades. Imagine this. It's a clear summer night. Stars are twinkling like diamonds scattered across a black velvet cloth. The air is still, and the world feels at peace. You're gazing up, maybe with a telescope, maybe with just your own two eyes. The night sky is a canvas of wonder, and you're lost in its beauty. Suddenly, a bright light streaks across the sky, moving faster than any plane you've ever seen. It's a moment that takes your breath away. What do you think it is? A shooting star? A satellite? Or something else entirely? Your mind races with possibilities. That's the question folks were asking after Flight 105's close encounter. It sparked debates, theories, and a lot of curiosity. Now, Mount Rainier is no stranger to strange happenings. Over the years, it's been a hotspot for unexplained phenomena. It's a majestic mountain, shrouded in mystery and legend. Its towering presence has inspired countless stories and myths. Native American tribes.
All right, guys. So I want to stop it here. Yeah, Mount Rainier has been just really a UFO, a phenomenon, if you will, supernatural phenomenon, much like a Skinwalker Ranch, that type of thing. There's already so much going on out there, like paranormal things that you really can't explain, like instruments malfunctioning, different things. Don't get too close to the mountain. Um, those type of things, man. Mount Rainier is known for its weirdness and the weird things that happen. So this was really, like there was rumors, there was different speculation at the time, but this was the very first someone who actually saw something. I'm sure they had like ghost stories, that type of thing, but this was the first recorded sighting they have had.
American tribes have stories about spirits and creatures that inhabit its slopes. These tales have been passed down through generations. Some say Bigfoot even calls it home. The legend of Bigfoot adds another layer of intrigue to this already mysterious place. So it's no surprise that something as unexplained as a UFO sighting would occur near its peak. The mountain seems to attract the unexplainable. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of Flight 105, let's take a step back and talk about UFOs in general. What are they? Are they visitors from another world or just figments of our imagination? Where do they come from? Are they from distant galaxies or are they something more terrestrial? Theories abound, but the truth remains elusive. And why are they so darn interesting? Is it the mystery, the potential for discovery, or the thrill of the unknown that captivates us? Have you ever seen something in the sky you couldn't explain? If so, you're not alone. Many have looked up and wondered, just like you. Communities have gathered to share their stories, to find solace in knowing they're not the only ones who've seen the unexplainable. Historical documents and old newspaper clippings are filled with accounts of strange sightings. These stories have been part of our culture for a long time. Scientists and researchers have dedicated their lives to studying these phenomena, trying to uncover the truth behind the sightings. Artistic depictions and cultural representations of UFOs and aliens have fueled our imaginations, making the mystery even more compelling. And in recent years, modern sightings and unexplained aerial phenomena have kept the intrigue alive. The mystery of UFOs continues to captivate us. So as we delve into the story of Flight 105, keep that sense of wonder and curiosity alive. Who knows what we might discover?
All right, guys. So this is where we get started. They talked a lot about what do you guys think about UFOs? I was thinking about this the other day, and I wanted to kind of share it with you. If aliens are so far advanced, more than we are, which obviously, I mean, if we're looking at their ships, they must be. Could their ships just be drones? I mean, we're using drones now. Would aliens actually come here in their own ship, or would they send a drone? Is that why there's no interaction? Is that why the ship is, or is it both? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, I bet you, Matt Workman. I bet you there's a lot of people in Oatman with the mining and all that could probably tell you a lot about it. All right, let's get back into this, guys.
Picture this, June 24th, 1947, a date that would be etched into UFO history. The sun is setting, casting long shadows across the Washington landscape. The air is crisp, and the sky is painted in hues of orange and pink, a perfect evening for a flight. A pilot named Kenneth Arnold is flying his private plane near Mount Rainier, enjoying the view and the peaceful hum of his engine. Arnold, a seasoned pilot with years of experience, is on a routine business trip. But little does he know, this flight will be anything but routine. Everything seems perfectly normal, until it isn't. The tranquility of the flight is suddenly disrupted. Out of the corner of his eye, Arnold spots something unusual. At first, he thinks it might be another aircraft, but as he focuses, he realizes it's something far stranger. 9 bright objects, flying in formation, zip past his plane at an incredible speed. They move with a precision and speed that defies conventional explanation. He later described them as flat like a pie pan, and said they moved like a saucer would if you skipped it across the water. This description would become iconic, forever changing the way we think about unidentified flying objects. And just like that, the term flying saucer was born. Arnold's sighting would spark a new era of UFO fascination and investigation. Arnold wasn't the only one who saw these mysterious objects. Reports began to flood in from various sources. Other witnesses on the ground also reported seeing the strange lights, moving too fast and too erratically to be conventional aircraft. These sightings were corroborated by multiple credible sources, adding weight to Arnold's account. The news spread like wildfire, and soon everyone was talking about the flying saucers over Mount.
All right, let's talk about that. So this guy, that's how simple it starts, right? He said, "Hey Nancy, how you doing?" He says it looked like a saucer. And now the flying saucer is the word that people have been using for how, or two words, whatever you want to call it, the phrase that people have been using for what, since the 40s now, since the 50s, all through flying saucer. That's the origin of it, guys. I never knew. I thought it, I mean, it makes sense. It looks like a saucer, but that's who it was. The flash of light you saw in the sky was not a UFO. Swamp gas from a weather balloon was trapped in a thermal pocket that reflected from the light from Venus. Easy. Easy explanation, guys. Easy explanation.
Radio shows, and conversations across the country buzzed with speculation and intrigue. This event, my friends, was just the tip of the iceberg. It opened the floodgates to a wave of UFO sightings and reports. It kicked off what we now know as the 1947 UFO wave, a period of increased UFO sightings across the United States. This wave saw hundreds of reports from all corners of the country. People from all walks of life, from pilots to housewives, reported seeing strange objects in the sky. These reports came from individuals with no prior interest in UFOs, lending credibility to their accounts. The world was captivated by the unknown. The possibility that we were not alone in the universe sparked the imagination of millions. Now, some people might say, Arnold just saw a flock of birds or some weather phenomenon. Skeptics have always tried to find a rational explanation for such sightings. But he was an experienced pilot, and he insisted that what he saw was nothing he'd ever encountered before. Arnold's credibility and detailed description made it hard to dismiss his sighting as mere misidentification. Do you think Kenneth Arnold really saw something unexplainable, or was it just a case of mistaken identity? The debate continues to this day, with some believing in the extraordinary and others seeking more mundane explanations. What do you believe? The skies hold many secrets, and perhaps one day, we will uncover the truth behind these mysterious sightings.
All right, so what do you guys think about that? Could he have been misinformed, saw things that weren't there? Could have been a flock of birds. I don't know. The way he described it doesn't sound like you could really misconstrue or anything that, okay, it was 9 ships that passed me at a high rate of speed. You're not thinking those are birds. Birds are going to get caught up in your propellers. Birds are going to get, that type of thing. So I don't know, man. I believe him a little more. I think it's called the so-called moon landing. Don't get me started on that, guys. Don't get me started on that. So I don't know. I believe the guy. I mean, no one had ever made a report. You're gonna get kind of weird. You know what? Do you come out? That's the thing. If no one's ever seen a flying saucer before, do you go? He's probably naive. He goes in. He's like, "Hey, I saw it. Was the government testing something?" And they're like, "No, what's going on? Tri-State Workforce, what's up, buddy? What's up?" All right, let's get back into it, guys.
Okay, so we've got Kenneth Arnold's word, and he seems like a stand-up guy. His sighting in 1947 near Mount Rainier is often considered the first widely reported UFO sighting in the United States. Arnold described seeing 9 high-speed objects flying in a V formation, which he initially thought were some kind of new military aircraft. But the way they moved, skipping like saucers across water, left him and many others puzzled. But what about other witnesses? Surely Arnold couldn't have been the only one to see these mysterious objects. Well, let me tell you, there were plenty. In fact, the days and weeks following Arnold's sighting saw a surge in reports from people all over the Pacific Northwest. People from all walks of life reported seeing the same strange objects in the sky that day. Farmers, teachers, police officers, and even other pilots came forward with their own accounts, each adding more credibility to Arnold's story.
One of the most compelling accounts came from Harold Dahl, a harbor patrolman. Dahl's story is particularly intriguing because it involves physical evidence. He claimed to have seen 6 donut-shaped objects hovering over Puget Sound, not far from Mount Rainier. These weren't just distant lights in the sky. Dahl described them in great detail, noting their metallic appearance and the way they moved. Dahl said one of the objects even dropped some sort of metallic debris onto his boat, injuring his son and killing his dog. This debris was later analyzed, and while the results were inconclusive, it added a layer of mystery to the whole event. Now,
So what does that mean, inconclusive? They killed his dog, man. I mean, like, they can't figure out, like, if it's metal, what does inconclusive mean on that? Like, is it of unknown source? Like, is it tainted? I don't understand what that could mean. Like, it could mean several things. Um, there's someone on the wing, something. Twilight Zone, baby. Yeah, that's what I never understood on that. Like, it's either on our scale or it's not. Like, what does it mean inconclusive? Is it like that just mean it's made of something we don't know about yet? I don't understand it, Lord Alfred. Ah, ah.
it's a close encounter. Imagine being in Dahl's shoes, witnessing something so extraordinary and then having physical evidence to back it up.
Then there's the story of Fred Chrisman and the crew of a United Airlines flight. Chrisman's account is another fascinating piece of the puzzle. They reported seeing a huge bright red object near Mount Rainier, a sight that left the entire crew in awe. This wasn't just a fleeting glimpse, the object was in view long enough for the crew to get a good look at it, moving at an incredible speed. The crew described it as moving faster than any aircraft they had ever seen, making sharp turns and maneuvers that seemed impossible for conventional planes. The object, they said, seemed to be following them for a short time before disappearing into thin air.
Does that look like a giant, like a synthesized weed strain? Like, maybe I'm just smoking too much weed these days, but that's exactly what that looks like to me.
This appearance added another layer of intrigue to their already astonishing account. These eyewitness accounts, along with many others, painted a picture of something truly extraordinary happening in the skies above the Pacific Northwest. The sheer number of reports made it hard to dismiss these sightings as mere hallucinations or misidentifications. People were both excited and terrified by the possibility that we might not be alone in the universe. The idea that these objects could be from another world sparked the imagination of many and led to countless theories and speculations. But not everyone was convinced. Skeptics and debunkers were quick to offer alternative explanations. The government, as they often do, was quick to dismiss the sightings as misidentified aircraft or weather phenomena. Official statements downplayed the events, attributing them to natural or man-made causes. But many people weren't buying it. The consistency and detail of the eyewitness accounts made it difficult for the public to accept these dismissals at face value. The mystery of the flying saucers refused to go away. Despite the government's efforts to explain them away, the sightings continued, and the public's fascination with UFOs only grew stronger. Would you believe someone who told you they saw a UFO? It's a question that challenges our understanding of reality and our willingness to accept the unknown. What would it take to convince you? A photograph? A piece of debris? Or perhaps a first-hand encounter? The search for answers continues, and as long as the skies hold their secrets, the debate over UFOs will persist.
Yeah, what would it take? Like, let's say, are there any skeptics out there? Eric, are you a skeptic of UFOs? What would it take to convince you? Like, if someone came to your property and they're like, Eric, look at this wing from a UFO I have. It's not any kind of material we have in the world. Would that convince you, or would that not? Would it have to be like an alien knocking on your door? What about you, Lonnie? Dude had his kid in. Oh, yeah, Bubble Boy. Remember that guy, Balloon Boy, or whatever, Bubble Boy, Balloon Kid. I totally remember that. Yeah, they're like, oh my God, he's hitting the balloon, and the dad's like trying, like so over dramatic, trying to catch it, and then he was just hid the whole time. Whatever happened to that kid? Ugh, that was a horrible one. Who remembers the little girl that fell in the well? Remember that? Baby Jessica? Wasn't that the name of the girl that fell into the well? That was a long time ago, man. That actually happened. Paul would have to walk up to me with an alien blunt and just slap you across your face and say, I'm real, Eric. Bam. All right, let's finish this up.
All right, so we've got all these amazing stories, but what does the official explanation say? Buckle up, folks, because it's about to get a little anticlimactic. The Air Force, after conducting their investigation, concluded that Arnold had probably seen a mirage or some birds. Yeah, you heard that right, birds. Now, I'm no ornithologist, but I'm pretty sure birds don't fly at 1,200 miles per hour. But hey, what do I know?
The official explanation for Dahl's sighting was even more far-fetched. They claimed he had hallucinated the whole thing. They said the debris he found was just driftwood. Now, I've seen my fair share of driftwood, and let me tell you, it doesn't usually glow or make weird noises.
Skeptics also jumped on the bandwagon, offering up explanations like weather balloons, experimental aircraft, and even mass hysteria. They argued that people were just seeing what they wanted to see, fueled by Cold War paranoia and science fiction stories.
But here's the thing. Many of the eyewitnesses were experienced pilots, military personnel, and other credible individuals. They knew what they were looking at, and they were convinced it was something out of this world. Do you think the government is always truthful about what they know about UFOs?
There we go. We got cut off a little early there. What do you guys think? Is the government truthful about anything? No, they are not. Just with this latest dump of information and classified about UFOs, I mean, Congress knows nothing about it. And they were kind of like what the vibe I got, where they were a little pissed that these were going, this money that they're responsible for, and somehow they're not in control of. That there's these programs they have no idea about. Hey, look, my shrinks have told me for years I can't see and touch it. It's not real. That is the number one rule, right? Oh, man. So that was the story, guys. Mount Rainier, UFO sighting. Kenneth Arnold. What do you guys think? I think he saw something. 100%. I don't think he would be I don't think he would make up a story like that. So the sighting, guys, he was flying from Washington to from Chellis, Washington to Yakima, Washington, in a Cal Air A2 on a business trip. He made a brief detour after learning of a $5,000 reward, which would be $68,000 in today's money, for the discovery of a U.S. Marine Corps C-46 transport plane that had crashed near Mount Rainier. The skies were completely clear and there was a mild wind. So a few minutes before 3 o'clock, about 9,200 feet in altitude near Mineral, Washington, he gave up his search and started heading towards Yakima. He saw a bright flashing light similar to sunlight reflecting from a mirror. He made afraid he might be dangerously close to another aircraft. Arnold scanned the skies around him, but he couldn't detect. But all he could detect was a DC-4 to his left, behind him about 15 miles. About 30 seconds later, that's when the flash came. I don't know, man. It's just too innocent. He's a pilot. He's like, hey, I could use 68 grand. Let's see if we can find this thing. And then all of a sudden, things happen. Mount Rainier, a plane had went down. I think we need to make a movie of this. Definitely. I think it's Hollywood and the government finding ways to see how they can manipulate people's thoughts. Yeah, 100%, man. Eric, I told my shrink he doesn't have a brain. It's not real. Oh, Lonnie. All right, guys, I am going to bounce up out of here, guys. Oh, I got to go try to make a deposit, man. I lost my damn debit card, but I have it on my phone, so I got to see if I can do that. It's a mess. But, guys, we will be back 7:10 a.m. tomorrow. It is Weed Wednesday, and we're going to get into a whole mess of stuff. In the morning, guys, what are we getting into? A game. We have a game we're going to play. So join us live, guys, for your chance to win fabulous prizes. No, we're going to play like Deal or No Deal. I forget. I have it lined up, guys. So make sure that you check it out. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Stay safe, guys. Lonnie, if you need anything, hit me up, or anybody. If you guys need anything. All right, I will see you guys on the flip side. Have a great rest of your night. Guys, stay safe out there. Stay cool. Drink water, Chantel. We'll see you guys.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.